Wisconsin might be different than how it is in Illinois or Minnesota, but it says that you're the custodian of your own records, and if I went in, if somebody said, I want all of this person's text messages related to X, and I went in as an officer of the court and told the judge, I sat down with this individual, we sat down with an IT professional, and we did a search for this thing, and we pulled all the text messages off of it that related to that topic, and here they are. And if the other attorney said, well, we don't trust them, we want every single thing off that private phone, and we want to sift through it to decide for ourselves, I believe the judge would say, no, you can't do that. We made a good faith attempt, they produced all these documents to you, and unless you have any other evidence to suggest that we're hiding something, we're not going there. And that's generally been my experience with that kind of thing. But just so you know that, because you may hear about, that there's these companies out there and they market themselves to municipalities for lots and lots of money, but I don't think it's worth a charge.
What I can do is in section F1, where we say the sentence, email submitted through a personal email address or still identified, blah, blah, blah. After emails, I could put in a parentheses or such as, and just include a list. I'm still going to include a comment in like the phone or the social media section, but just as a reminder, since it is, especially instant messenger is used kind of like email now, so I understand that. So I could do that.
Okay. If we don't have any more questions on the draft,
So the statement, and this is only just selfish on my part. Like it references a 24-hour period upon returning to the office. I want to let you know I personally struggle with this at times.
can you just, where you just show,
And C1. Village employees who maintain regular office hours should provide an initial response to emails within a 24-hour period upon returning to the office. I'm just letting you know that at times that can be a struggle for me.
Yeah, we actually had some department heads that expressed.
Yeah, and it's not because I don't want to, but I'll use like the example when I was just recently on. I mean, right? What?
I'm just laughing because we had the discussion, some of the trustees had the same concern about trying to get comment, in that period of time.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, if I want to hear from you within 24 hours, I'm going to be picking up the phone and I'm going to be texting. I'm kind of relentless when I need something, but I'm going to be reaching out to you, and I've kind of learned a little bit of the different modes of which everyone communicates, and I like that because I want to be just malleable and accessible the way that you like it. But I just want to let you know that if I'm not, or if there's something that's a priority, that I do need to hear from you, because sometimes it's just, I think you guys can all appreciate it. You've all been in, when you come back and there's close to like 500 emails, and you're like, wow, because you typically, when I come back into the office, or if I've been in meetings for a while, there's like 1 or 2 or 3 people already who are like, ooh, I need to meet with you when you're done. Because I like to have my calendar very accessible to the staff so that they know when I'm in meetings and when I'm not in meetings, so that they know when to pop up. Some people just don't want to operate that way. But sometimes then your time gets put in there and not other places. And so just know that my intent is always good. And if there's anything specific that is like coming to the top, that I want you to reach out to me in some way.
It would be great to know from the elected officials, what is the best way? Because I know I have my, I don't know when you would like that information to let us know, but, mine is if you need me right away, I'm not checking my email, so it would be text.
Right.
So every probably that has their own preference, and I feel free to reach out and gather that.
Yeah, and while you're talking about that, just so you know, my cell phone reception in my office sometimes, so you get last night or Monday night I texted you because I was like, oh, she'll get the text, right? And then sometimes I hit the zone, and it's only in the village manager's office where it's like, doesn't send or fails to send, so I'll go to another place in the building, but just, yeah.
Okay.
I kind of love technology, it's so great.
So did you need us, Rebecca, are you suggesting, would you like to say like?
No, I mean,
Okay.
it's fine, I just wanted to have that open discussion.
Yeah, we say should, it's a goal, we want to let people know that that's a goal that we're striving to.
Yeah, maybe it's.
There's times we may not do it, but
Yeah,
That would be helpful, strike two would be helpful for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's for any,
Ask for me.
but,
Yeah, I can go ahead and just change that.
Okay, so that's up to page 7? Is that correct?
Correct. So starting on website on page 8, we had 2 questions. Question 1 was, should we clarify what to do to retain old documents that are being deleted in the document center? So just some context on that. One of the modules or functions on our website is the document center. So you get the inside scoop. Operationally, we don't set up the document center as, we don't want that to be the #1 way that the public gets documents. A lot of times what we do as village staff is we put stuff in the document center, but then we link to it, hopefully on an easy to access page. So if someone goes in the document center, it probably is gonna look a little messy to them, because there's not from the public eye, it doesn't look like there is a method to it, but it's more probably departmentalized based on operations and that internally. So the document center really has not been, I don't think, a focal point in the past for staff as far as thinking about it from the lens of public viewing, since we try to link it on the web pages instead. But this question was asking about, as far as documents that are in the document center and retaining those for, I'm assuming for public record's sake. I'm assuming that question was asked, but.
So is the document, where is that document stored officially?
Any documents that we put on the website should be also somewhere on like the village server as well. I mean, I can't think of one document right now that is on our webpage in the document center that is not in like the shared drive or something that we have on the village servers. So that's not where we hold and save documents as like a sole source.
oh,
Does that
right,
make sense?
yeah, no.
Yeah. So like a perfect example is if we talk about like the pet and bike safety master plan. Like that's available on the document center, but we have that also saved on the village server. That's, if someone was to ask us for like that document, like that would probably be the go-to place, first of all, that village internal staff would utilize it.
It's the internal drive.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. All employees can access the shared drive.
So it's gonna be challenging, I didn't realize that's where we didn't realize that it's like the place.
They are. They are. So I do have a question about this. I think it's going to get into prioritization in the future time, but the document management system that we have, I don't fully understand it, and I don't know if that and website both need to be clarified, I believe, so we completely understand how we're communicating documents. And it may cost money if it rises to priority, we want to redo that type of management system, but in other places that I have worked, people do want those documents available, so it's a little more structured on the web. So if you want a planning document, you have all your planning, so they do rely on that. And then internally, I'd like to understand, and maybe some other trustees would like to just understand where are the places that we're supposed to go to find a document?
Can I respond?
Yeah, I don't understand the document center at all. I don't, it's just like a area where some stuff is, but there seems no rhyme or reason to me as to what's in the document center. It's also hard to find the document center. There's no like tab, a document center. And I actually searched for document center and nothing came up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't
It's
get
supposed to be hard. Well, we're not trying to put the document center
No,
out
it's
there.
not a function of that.
Yeah, that's not, so when Civic Plus put the document center out, that was for the people that are maintaining the website,
Right.
right?
But that should be hidden then. it shouldn't be a public page, you can.
We can change the settings, I
I would
believe.
change
So
it. I
we
don't
could
know what
change,
it
we
would be.
could change it to private. I personally have never looked at that, but we could change, like, the
Yeah.
document center, I think, to private.
But
But-
there's old minutes, the only thing I've ever used it for is like minutes from like, because the minutes on the, if you look, there'll be minutes to maybe 2014. And if you want prior to 2014, it takes you there. So, I mean, there are some things that are there that unless you're gonna put them on the page, so have all the minutes from the planning commission from,
Yeah, we would want to put them on the page. Then.
yeah, I mean.
Yeah, and I think that would be just a matter of defining how long you want to keep them on there. You know, like in some places, like in, and this goes back to the overall management of documents here. And sometimes it, like in E-code, you can scan them in there, and then they can be searchable out of Word or, you know, whatever. We have been using scanning and doing stuff until laser page. So now I'm gonna make a big jump, okay, because I like to clean things up.
Oh,
Right? Scares Mike. But you know, this is not abnormal. It's just not. You know, municipalities over the course of time, they have different people in positions or in the clerk's role, and then all of a sudden there's different ways of doing things. Someone leaves, it changes. But it is a process, and it does not happen quickly. And one of the things that I think you're gonna see Sarah come forward with in 2019 is to evaluate how we move forward. The reason I would like her to wait for a year is because it is not a good idea to start touching things and evaluating that when you are new. No different than I have set up on my calendar, different timelines of when I'm targeting to clean up different areas in Village Hall.
Rebecca,
Yeah.
I did not get a subject to that, but are you talking about moving everything that's on Laserfiche, scanning it in onto a digital, onto the computer? Is that-
Correct. Things of that
Okay.
nature,
I-
or,
I
oh, I'm
get
sorry,
that.
I went off, that's how excited I get about it.
I'm super interested in being involved, so, and I don't know if any other trustee is, that's why I said maybe it's this is a major thing to me, and I feel like it's a major thing to the public, so, at least from what I've heard, because document management to me is, you know, taking the document center off, which I agree, if it's not meant for public, it shouldn't be public, but we need to replace that with something then, because I feel that the worst thing in the world is that people are gonna have to file open records requests, you know.
We want
So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
for the basics, and so there needs to be some discussion, Rebecca, I'm just, as a follow-up at some point, but of, you know, comprehensive plans, action plans, the basic
Yeah.
big things need to be organized publicly.
Right, because, I mean, and this is just my philosophy when it comes to just the website in general. If you want to find X document, you should be able to know, you know, where to go about on the webpage based on, you know, maybe what department it's in or what the function is. Maybe it's a part of a different committee, so it's on the committee page. That's where you should get the document. I don't think we would want people to go into a online filing cabinet to try to search through the different folders to see what document to find.
Well, let me just back up though, and then, I'm sorry,
no, go ahead.
and then Jessica, you can, trustee Carpenter, you'll be next. Document centers are very useful for the public, it's like the code of ordinance, and yes, you see all of them, but you see the outline, you know, okay, I want a comprehensive plan, or I want a development agreement, I mean, there are some topics. So it's just something to think about, that if you think of the code of ordinance and just that outline, you know, our code, that's it's very convenient and very easy to understand, so if something similar might make sense, it's just a suggestion.
I just think also ensuring that there's, that search functionality is huge. And if somebody's very basic and going just to the village website, they should be able to search, you know, they might know what they're looking for. And, you know, I might not know that I need to go to the planning commission's page to look for this document, but I should be able to type it in that search box and find that and take me there, which I think is some of what the document center does. No, so.
I guess getting back to the specific, I was the one that raised it. I was concerned about the term deleting obsolete and no longer relevant documents, that there would be some confirmation that the documents are still going to reside somewhere. that they aren't just
Yeah.
going away. or-
So like a perfect example of a obsolete document is a, you know, like jobs that were posted 3 years ago, when they posted like, you know, the police chief's job announcement is still on the document center. Like, to me, that's obsolete. We don't need the police chief job announcement on the document center right now,
Although we
so.
do need it as a template for when we go out for police chief in the future.
Absolutely,
So
that's in
sort of
our,
wording.
that's in our internal drive. That's not, but that doesn't need to be on the website anymore, so,
Okay.
yeah. So, I mean, if there's recommended language, so that's a little bit more specific, I'd be more than, do you have anything in mind, Mike?
We have a records destruction schedule. Language
Yeah,
would be-
sure.
Is that where you're going, or just?
No, I'm just
Okay.
thinking that there'd just be a note, maybe a line that records are retained.
Permanently until.
Per the records, out beyond the website copy,
Per the destruction schedule.
per the, or
Oh,
retained
gotcha.
it per the
I like that. Which, are we in, which section are we in?
F.